I made a huge career/college mistake. Hi all. I made a huge mistake, grad of community college in computer science, then became an electronic/electrical engineering student. Last summer I took an internship with a large MEP company, mechanical/electrical, construction, building data centers. I dropped out of college and agreed to work full-time for them whilst still going to college part-time. I am absolutely exhausted, have wasted a year of education, I'm 24 now, went back to school later. And am none the wiser for it. My job has consisted of mindless paperwork, arguing with electricians and waking up at 6 a.m. for work the last 10 months. I am now considering going back to full-time, working part-time. I know the year's experience looks good on a resume, but do no sacrifice your education for a company no matter how glamorous it seems. I am basically a paperwork boy for a large company now, and everyone told me it was the right move.
All right. So I know you feel like it was a huge mistake, but I actually think it was really the right move. And I am part of the everybody that thinks it was the right move. I mean, yeah, I don't think you wasted a year of education. I think you got a year of education on what the MEP industry will look like for you if you work there. I mean, you might not think that either you or either from your experience or watching other people's experience, you learned what it would look like if you worked in the MEP industry post grad. So the question I have for you is, from that experience, would you still work in that industry after you graduate? Would you? I think that that's a big learning. You learned a lot. And I don't know what the answer is that for I don't know what the answer to that is for you, but pushing paper, a lot of people in engineering push paper. There's a lot of paper pushing, and you got to see what goes into the meat and potatoes of getting things done in engineering. So I'd say you might be exhausted, um, and that's totally reasonable. But yeah, I think you learned a lot. I think it was a great experience for you, and you got to. A lot of people don't have that experience on their resume before they graduate. I think that your resume is going to look great when you do graduate. I think it's a great idea to go back to part time, um, and focus more on education again. Probably, hopefully, with a little bit more money in your pocket because you've been working for them full time. But yeah, go back to part time, especially if they'll take you. If they'll take you as part time, that means they like you, and maybe you'll have a job guaranteed for after you graduate. Um, but I'd say I understand your perspective, but nobody has to graduate on a specific time scale. Seriously, there's no like everybody has to graduate by this time. So just chalk it up to experience. You learned a lot, and be proud of yourself for having a job and doing this. But I don't think you made a huge career college mistake. I don't. I don't. As somebody who works in the industry, I got really lucky to have my first job out of college to be in an industry working for a company that I like. And 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 that was a company I interned for as well. I mean, I'm just so lucky. Other people, they bounce around and they go into starting into a job and they realize they hate it and they want to go work in something else, and then they switch industries again, and then they switch industries again, and that's the mistake. Not the mistake. That's just life. But I think it's I think it's a good experience. Let's see what the comments say. Mindless paperwork. You mean an engineering job? Everyone told me it was the right move. It was the right move. I don't understand what the mistake was. Go finish your BS and take the FE exam. You're doing a great job. A lot of people do years in industry mid college. Calm down, dude. That's a haiku. Yeah, so I don't be as hard on yourself. I think you're fine. Y'all, those of y'all in the comments, go give this person some love down below. It sounds like I think they're just maybe a little burnout. So hey, just take a breather. You're gonna be fine. Like seriously, you're doing great. You're doing great. You're gonna finish your job. You're gonna finish college. You're gonna get your degree. You're gonna get your engineering job, and you're gonna be better because of the experience that you had working for the MEP firm that you worked for. Seriously, you're gonna be better off for it.
Chasing payments, still playing in the basement while I'm working on arrangements. They heard the kid in 50 countries, thank God that's amazing. But I'd rather thank Spotify, they put me on the station.